Wilder Show podcast. I'm Scott. That's Lauren.
It is.
Post Super Bowl, much to talk about, and halftime stuff. Instagram, you can find us on Instagram. Follow us there. If you go to Instagram and then search Wilder Show Pod, you'll find it there. Email us, podcast@wildershow.com. The Wilder Show podcast drops Tuesdays and Fridays, 6 a.m. Central Time or before on Spotify, Apple Podcast, iHeart, Amazon. All the places, also on the TikTok now and again, YouTube too. Wherever you get your podcast, please like, rate, follow, subscribe, and share. Also comment. Let us know where you're listening from where you're listening.
Much
Lauren,
better. Thank you.
English major, picky, very picky. Sometimes picky.
I was going to say I don't think I'm that
Sometimes,
picky.
Sometimes.
I think you have something in mind when you say that.
It's okay. Well, it turns out Vegas was right. Seattle, they predicted Seattle would win the Super Bowl.
You said they predicted that a long time ago?
In the middle of the season, they predicted that. And it turns out that Seattle did.
You
and
think
boy,
that's a little fishy?
No, I don't know. Anything that involves gambling, I just think it's squirrely.
Sure.
Like you don't know until later if it was all okay. I don't know. You don't find out stuff the day that it happened. But no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, they clearly outplayed New England. No
They
question
did.
about that. They took it to them. That was that.
I kind of felt bad for Drake May there
like him.
near the end. I'd seen a nice little, well, everybody did, the little package that they did on him before the game started about being the youngest of four boys and all the sports they played, and his three brothers played. I think all of them played college level sports and maybe one even beyond that. And then to see him with that helmet on, did he just remind you of your kids in junior high?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
He looked so much younger even with the helmet on.
Yeah.
And I wanted the Seahawks to win, not for any particular reason, except I have family in Seattle, I love Seattle, have spent a lot of time there. But I did not want to see him fail miserably.
Yeah, and they had the picture of him with his dad, like when he was a kid.
Yeah.
And the next play was like a horrible either interception or a fumble. It just was very bad timing.
Yeah.
I felt very bad for him.
Yeah, me too.
But, of course, I have A&M tentacles or roots, whatever. A lot of people at A&M hate the Seattle Seahawks because they usurped the 12th man. And they got sued by A&M. A&M sued them and said, you can't use 12th man. We are the 12th man. You can't use 12th man. And they lost the lawsuit. Seattle did.
Yeah. Based on what? Was it just that?
Registered or whatever, trademark and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, wait, who lost? Seattle
lost it.
But they continue to use it?
Because they had to pay. They had a period of time.
Oh,
yeah, they were just using it because they made it up, or they thought they made it up, or
Okay.
they stole it. A&M people would say they stole it.
Yeah.
Anyway, they stole it. And they said, you can't use that. And took them to court, and they lost. Seattle lost.
Okay.
And then Seattle said, okay, we'll pay. And they paid, but it was like for a short period of time. And then it was over, and they can't do it anymore. But they still use the number 12.
Yeah.
So you see 12 on flags,
Yeah.
but they can't use 12th man.
Oh, okay.
So that's what that's all about. One of the great things of the Super Bowl, and same thing for the Olympics, and we talk about this, the common experience. Everybody watching the same thing at the same time, live. And I think that's great. So I like the Super Bowl or any event like that for that alone, if it were nothing else. And, of course, I like the Super Bowl. So there was that. We have to talk about the commercials in the Super Bowl, if there are any that are memorable. I remember 2, maybe 3. And then, of course, the halftime.
Yeah. The alternative halftime, too.
And the alternative halftime. Yeah. So let's get into that. You watched both?
I did. I have not yet gone back for the Puppy Bowl. It's probably,
or
realistically,
the underwear bowl.
honestly,
or all the
probably
other
my
bowls.
favorite. The underwear bowl.
Yeah, I told you that. They have girls. They have girls that are models, and they are wearing like what do you call them? Bedtime clothes. What do you call it?
Lingerie.
Yeah, lingerie.
Yeah. I don't
the
even,
lingerie
yeah.
bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't
skip
watch that, but I know that there are lots of other alternative things. So first, let's talk about the bunny. It was fine. I mean, it was fine.
It was a spectacle, and I love a spectacle.
It was a spectacle. Your review. Give your review.
I thought it was. I watched the whole thing. Didn't dislike it. Didn't find any reason to dislike it. I tapped my toes. Found nothing objectionable. Probably won't add a bunch of his music to my playlists just because it's not my thing, maybe. But I didn't dislike it.
On my remote, I kept pressing 1 for English.
No luck.
No. It didn't bother me. I mean, it's fine. It was the 13% of the people in the country that speak Spanish in their homes, I'm sure loved it.
Well, and I think too, there are a lot of people who listen to his music that enjoy it, that don't necessarily speak Spanish.
Yeah.
So there might, it's probably more than just that percentage that you mentioned that enjoyed it.
Yeah, I didn't think there was anything offensive in it.
No.
We are going to have to figure out what we think about America. What is America? Because I'm sure you saw, or at least surmised at the end about what he was saying.
Yeah.
What was he saying at the end?
He was talking about the Americas.
Correct.
Yeah.
The Americas, which is everything down to the tip of South America all the way up to Canada and beyond. I think most people think I'm from America. They don't mean Central America.
They think
they don't mean
United
South America.
States of America.
Right. That's what America is. If you go to a coffee shop and you order a latte and they say, do you want it cold? Hot is the default. Hot used to be the default. I want a cup of coffee.
Okay.
Would you like that cold or hot? I would like it hot. So when they say America, the default, if you meant South America, you would say South America. If you meant Central America, you would say Central America. If you meant Canada, you would say Canada. If you say America, you mean the United States of America. That's how it has been. We can talk about whether that's really fair to the people in Brazil, but that is the way it's been, right? Yeah. No one is confused around the world if they said, where are you from? And you said America. And you said, which part of South America? No. America is the United States of America. Doesn't have to be forever, but that is the way it is. And it's not going to change from, one halftime performance. But people would like to have that be the case. That, no, we're not America. We're the Americas. They are different continents, So it seems like if that's not a divider, I would have preferred it to be in English. But it wasn't outrageous. I'm not a big Lady Gaga fan, not a big Ricky Martin fan. The only English in the whole thing, I think, was from Lady Gaga. I think she had some in English.
Yeah.
But the rest was all in another language. That's okay if you want to do that. I don't like generally the whole thing of Jay-Z running the whole show.
Yeah.
He's running the pre and the halftime. I don't.
Well, he's been employed for whatever reasons. He's got the contract to do that.
Right. That's right. I'm not saying he took it over.
Yeah.
It was a shakedown, which we talked about before, and they agreed to pay him off to bring in more hip hop and less stuff that is more popular or more commonly understood.
The not being in English really didn't bother me. There are plenty of halftime shows in the past that I were not by people whose music I loved, but I enjoyed the show. It was a part of the bigger experience, and it's not like I bought a ticket for $100 to see a 2-hour show from an artist that maybe isn't my favorite. But for 13 minutes, I could certainly enjoy the show. That it was. I said it was a spectacle.
It was.
And that is quite often the case. They put a whole lot into that 13 minutes, and for that much of it, I enjoyed it. I didn't need for it to be something that I understood or it had to be deeply meaningful to me for it to be something I enjoyed.
Yeah, there's a lot of hip hop music I can't understand what they're saying.
Sure,
and they're speaking English. So
there are plenty of people in songs that we've talked about that songs whose lyrics we misunderstood for years and years and years because you can't understand what they're saying.
Alternative halftime show. Did you watch that?
I watched that. Yes.
What did you think of that?
It was okay. Those are some artists that I'm not really particularly interested in either. I think the production value.
You mean either like Bad Bunny?
Yeah, I don't have any Bad Bunny songs in my online library. I don't have any songs that I've purchased of his, which which is true of everybody in the alternative show also.
Yeah. Were you familiar with more songs in the alternative than with the Bad Bunny?
I was familiar with one song in the alternative, and it was actually the song that Brantley Gilbert said he wrote, but was recorded by Jason Aldean.
Interesting. I'm not a big rap fan. There was even a bit of rap in the alternative.
That was the Jason Aldean song.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I mean, I know they sprinkle it in to sort of bring the other folks in. That's fine.
I have a vivid memory of that song on a long road trip with all three of my kids and my mom and two of my kids, 5 of us in a small car for a 10-hour road trip. And that song, the Jason Aldean version, got us through a long portion of it because 2 of my 3 kids could do the entire rap.
Oh, how
and
funny.
They enjoyed it for
yeah, that's good.
The song was from 2010.
2010.
It was Dirt Road Anthem.
Dirt Road Anthem is the name of the song?
Yeah.
Oh, one more thing about the Bad Bunny thing. Did you see the thing where he had his Grammy?
And he gave it to like a little kid version of himself?
Yeah, no, that's not what was intended, I don't think.
Okay.
I think it was intended. People were reporting that was that little Ian whatever.
It was not, though.
No, it was not.
Liam.
Liam, yeah.
I heard about that. Yeah, people thought that right away.
But but isn't that interesting that you had a bunch of people so interested in making a point that, look, this is what, and he gave this to the little boy. That's the boy that ICE. No, it wasn't. It just, to me, everybody's looking for racism everywhere.
Yeah.
That seems like a racist thing, that a bunch of white liberal do-gooders are really excited about the Spanish-speaking halftime show is sort of sticking it to the man by giving the Grammy to the little boy that was mistreated by ICE. It's like, dude, are you saying all the little brown kids look alike? I mean, that was just so, and it was everywhere. It was everywhere initially. Everybody thought it wasn't like, oh, a little version of himself growing up. But the way it was presented, at least the way it was received by a lot of people, it was on Drudge Report. It was a bunch of places.
Yeah.
It's like Trump is a part of their mind, and they look for things that can stick it to him.
Well, he's in all of it. I mean, I think part of it is, I think he loves that. I think he loves
sadly.
that back and forth with them.
Yeah. The kid, it was a kid actor, was a little Hispanic Latino actor, 5-year-old. Yeah. That was on the thing.
The couple who got married really did get married.
That's what I heard. Did you hear the story behind that?
No.
They had invited him to their wedding. And he said he wouldn't be coming to their wedding, but if they wanted to get married during the halftime performance, they were welcome to. And they did. That's true.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty
experience. Funny. Yeah, it's pretty fun. They now have broken up, though.
No. Give them at least a week.
It's like the dating game. They never went on that fabulous vacation. Spots in the Super Bowl. Any of them stick out? I got 2 that I liked.
The what was it called? The thing with all the sitcom stars and Ben Affleck.
Duncan.
Yeah, it was dumb, but it was good. Goodwill Duncan.
That was good.
Goodwill Duncan.
Duncan was. I'm a sucker for Duncan stuff. Anyway, I wish Casey had been in it though.
I was surprised that Jason Bateman didn't wiggle his way into.
Well, how was Goodwill Hunting? Casey Affleck couldn't be in it because he wasn't in Goodwill Hunting.
Oh wait, he was in he was in Goodwill Hunting.
Okay, was it Jennifer Aniston in Goodwill Hunting?
No, but it was other sitcom stars.
Okay.
It was stars from other sitcoms in a little thing based on Goodwill Hunting, but it was Goodwill Duncan.
Got it.
And then Ben Affleck had on the hair, the Matt Damon hair. He I guess took over the lead.
I've never seen that movie.
You've never seen Goodwill Hunting?
I know. That's what everybody says. I've never seen it, no.
Okay.
My kids have seen it. Everybody's seen it. That's one ad. Anything else? Did you?
I missed a lot because of some cooking. I have to. What was the Emma Stone one? It was a Squarespace.
The Clydesdale and the Bald Eagle. That was good.
Yeah, that was very good. That was very good. That's always good.
And there was one ad. I thought, really? I can't believe Phil Collins' song
the same thing.
Is going to be used for.
Yes, take a look at me now.
But it was like it was examining your. Pardon me. It was examining your urine. I thought, what is going on?
It was for diagnosing. I thought really hard times for Phil Collins.
My first thought was somebody else owns the rights.
Yeah. It was for Liquid IV.
Gotcha.
Hydrating. It's like a thing you put in your water to get more hydrated. So that's the tie-in, but it was, it made me feel
against
kind of
all odds. I'll never think of Rachel Ward the same now. That's over. It's good while it lasted.
I guess so. Another one that I thought was really weird. I can't even remember what it was for, but I think it was a snack cracker, maybe. Bowen Yang, John Hamm up in a tree, and then Scarlett Johansson comes to rescue them in some sort of. I might be messing this up completely.
I don't know.
She comes to rescue them on a tractor or something like that. I can't remember what it was for.
Wow. And the $8 million for a 30-second ad.
Uh-huh.
And some of the ads, they were only on like one time. The Budweiser ad was only on one time, as far as I can remember.
I think they're just like they used to be. Maybe we're
really?
Maybe, yeah. I mean,
we're more discriminating now? It used to feel like there were 10 great ads.
You thought they were classier maybe than
I don't know. They
before,
just took a little more inventive or something. They were the old days of great advertising agencies.
Yeah. Well, the top...
now it's like, I don't know. Just seems like they're just put them up. Buy them and put them up.
Maybe you're right. And a lot of them we see before the show even, or before the Super Bowl, before the game.
I think that's part of it.
Now.
Is it used to be a deal where it was we waited to see what were the commercials, and then somebody at some point said, "Yeah, we're not going to just waste it on the one game.
Yeah,
we'll do a little before, a little after, and we'll." I didn't see any of the ads about Jesus Gets Us.
Yeah, there was one. I saw it.
I didn't see it.
Very late. I came home. It was late in the game. There might have been one earlier, but it was fourth quarter, maybe just as the game ended.
Huh.
Sabrina Carpenter Pringles ad. That was
kind of weird. She's building a Pringles man or whatever.
Made the perfect man out of Pringles. Yeah. Oh, the Benson Boone and Ben Stiller. That was for. See, that's another thing. The problem. It was for Instacart. They were singing about bananas.
Yeah.
Some like their bananas ripe, some like their bananas green, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. And you can get all of but it was a lot of Benson Boone doing his jumps and his flips on stage, and Ben Stiller trying to do that, and with terrible results. Pepsi Zero Sugar, the taste test. The TurboTax. The TurboTax ads with Adrian Brody.
Crying.
That was kind of clever.
He said the crying. No, they're not crying. Yeah, I love the girl in that. The girl in that was trying to be gently talk to the star.
Yes.
They had that feel of you can't really tell him what you want to tell him the way you really want to tell him because he is who he is.
Yeah.
So you have to try and tell him that in a little more gentle way.
Yes.
That was pretty funny. Yeah, pretty funny. There were good ones.
Actually, okay, the Emma Stone, the Squarespace ad with Emma Stone, that was always that was also kind of funny. Well done, 30 seconds, black and white, actually directed by Yorgos Lanthimos, who's the director of the last several movies that she was in. Yeah. And it just shows her trying to get EmmaStone.com on Squarespace, and it's unavailable, and she throws the laptop into the fire. It's theatrical. Dramatic, for sure.
We're saying goodbye to something in the grocery store. I worked at a grocery store for a long time as a kid, and I never liked having to stock these things.
Okay.
Because they're very, very cold. And something that's been around for, I think, 80 years. Let me see if that's right. Coca-Cola is canceling something that has been around a long, long time. Yeah, 80 years. 80 years.
You mentioned this to me.
Do you know what it is?
I don't, but I thought you were going in a different direction.
What did you think?
Something else. There's a diner, I think, that's closing after nearly 80 years in business. I'll have to find that.
It's Coca-Cola. They are discontinuing frozen orange juice concentrate.
Really?
Going away. Gone. You still get them while you can get them, but they're going away.
You know, I haven't bought one of those.
I know.
In more than a decade.
Because we buy the things, it's already done. It's like the kind,
I think I kind of forgot that even existed.
Yep.
We used to get orange juice, apple juice.
Limeade.
Yeah,
lemonade, sure.
Pink lemonade.
Yeah, pink lemonade. Well, that's all going away.
Water.
That's all going away. Minute Maid frozen juice concentrate. It will be discontinued. We are discontinuing our frozen products and exiting the frozen can category in response to shifting consumer preferences.
Okay.
The Coca-Cola spokesperson said. With the juice category growing stronger, we're focusing on products that better match what our consumers want. Frozen products will be discontinued in Q1 2026. That's now.
It is now.
With in-store inventory available while supplies last. So, if you're feeling nostalgic, you have until April to grab a few of the ice-cold cans for old time's sake.
I wonder if there's any reason to anything I might need it for that I like.
Well, you can keep it a long time. I don't know how long, but keep it for a while.
Yeah.
Frozen.
I did I went to a sandwich store over the weekend that said, we're not taking pennies anymore.
Yeah.
Since pennies have been discontinued, rounding everything up to the nearest nickel.
Why do they round down?
I think it said round up. It's not.
I'm sure
I mean,
they
it might have
did.
been. I'm not sure if it did. If it said rounded up or rounded down. Maybe it just said rounding to the nearest nickel.
Probably.
I don't know. It was a good sandwich, though.
Huh.
I mean, I'm sure they're not the only place that's not taking
no.
pennies anymore.
Yeah.
I think it's odd that they even talk about the cash they're taking. I think maybe hardly anybody even spends cash anymore. But they've got to be able to deal with the pennies.
Yeah.
What I thought you were talking about, and this is not actually going away, but Bob Evans restaurants.
Oh, Bob Evans,
family owned for the last 78 years, and they're changing ownership.
They are.
Yeah.
Is that the Southeast? Mainly?
Founded in 1948 in Rio Grande, Ohio, has grown into a national brand with more than 400 locations across 18 states. And I'm wrong. It hasn't been family owned for all of that time. There is a parent company, Golden Gate Capital. They've sold the entire restaurant business to a private equity firm, 4x4 Capital, to maximize the chain's long-term growth potential. So 78 years and looking for more growth potential, which is good, I guess. The sale of Bob Evans restaurants reflects a broader shift across the breakfast restaurant industry, where legacy brands are under pressure to modernize while preserving the traditions that built their loyal customer base. Who could have written that? Cracker Barrel, right? I mean, I know they're not only breakfast, but isn't that the whole story that we got?
It is.
Got a little Cracker Barrel news for you later, too.
Sort of a scattershooty opening time, but now it is a time for scattershoot.
Let's go.
Wilder Show scattershoot. All right. Now, we didn't mention about Savannah Guthrie's mom in the first part. And part of that is because when we're sitting here doing this, the deadline for 5 o'clock on Monday has not occurred.
Right.
And there was a 5 o'clock deadline. Got to pay $6 million in Bitcoin before then, or I think they were saying that she'll die. The whole thing is tremendously sketchy to me. I don't even, it seems weird to even opine, to say, here's what I think. Who cares? And you don't know. You don't know anything. But it's just, some of it is just real odd.
It is very odd.
The wording that's used in the things.
I think we're going to find out probably at some point in time. They know a lot of stuff that they're not telling us. And the news is representing what they want the public to know. And maybe the things that they're doing behind the scenes don't really have very much to do with what we're hearing.
Yeah, we're in a head fake or whatever.
Yeah.
The language, they're saying the language that was used in the videos from Savannah and her siblings is probably specific to the wording that was used in the notes to them. But for those who believe that perhaps she's already not alive, you pay $6 million in Bitcoin for the return of your mom if she's not alive? I don't know. The whole thing just seems really weird. I think we're going to find that it's maybe more tragic than we should imagine.
Are you surprised it's gone on as long as it has?
Yeah, because they talked about her medicine and it's life and death. I mean, she can't go a day without her medicine. It's like, well, we're at day 10 now. I mean, and so either tragedy has already happened or the person knew enough to take the medicine with them.
Take the medicine with them, or I mean, if this is premeditated and you know that somebody
have some standing by
some
or
kind of medicine, you're probably able to procure that medicine and have it with. I don't know.
We want for it to resolve well, and hopefully it will.
Yeah. We mentioned changes in the in Bob Evans family restaurants, change of ownership, and I told you at the time I think that I had a little bit of Cracker Barrel news. And this was something that I actually heard about last week, and I completely forgot to tell you. And it's kind of good because there's a little follow-up by Cracker Barrel since then, so I can give you a fuller story now. It was announced last week that employees of Cracker Barrel, first of all, they've had they've had some budget issues, some problems with the whole redesign and taking Uncle Hershel off the poster. There's a billboard on 35 North that I pass on the way to my doctor's office every once in a while. It's a Cracker Barrel billboard, and on the logo, Uncle Hershel is not on the logo. I mean, it's just I don't know that it's that he's not back yet, or it's just that it's a smaller logo because it's not a full size billboard. But I get a little chill every time I pass that billboard because I think of all the trouble that they could be in for not including Uncle Hershel on that billboard. But it seems that Cracker Barrel has sort of laid out a policy, an edict, that when their employees travel for business, they are supposed to, whenever possible, eat at one place. And where do you think that might be?
At Cracker Barrel.
At Cracker Barrel.
I think that's a good idea.
I don't think that's a bad thing.
No, it's not a bad thing. It's just say, if I were king of the Cracker Barrel, give them a discount. They get you should get a 10% discount on your food if you eat it.
This is what they're expensing.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
So the company's already paying for their meals while they
If we're going to pay for your
Yeah.
meals, where you can, they're not mandating you to go drive out of your way.
Yeah.
Where you can, we'd like you to eat at our place, and we're putting our money back into our stuff. Which, by the way, none of this would have been necessary if they hadn't wasted so much money on all the stuff they wasted it on. All that money that they spent on the CEO or whoever the girl was that was running the place and ran it into the ground or whatever, and they had to undo the whole thing. And it's just all that money didn't have to be spent. Didn't have to redo those things and undo the redo to have it be old again.
Yeah.
That was completely unnecessary.
I don't think that there was a whole lot of that happened. I think there were 4 stores or some small number of stores that were redesigned. I don't think that they've gone in and made them old again, like, hung the chairs back up on the wall and stuff
those
like
new
that.
ones are still new looking?
I think the new ones are still new looking. They just stopped the plans for the redesign on the rest of them. And what Cracker Barrel said is, we were doing this before. We were already asking our employees to eat at Cracker Barrel whenever possible while they're out traveling for business. So that's not a policy that's in response to any financial hard times. They ban expensing alcohol unless you have
that makes sense.
Previous permission
that
to
makes
do
sense.
so.
Yeah.
I think so too. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, let's say you worked at Hilton and you're traveling, and Hilton says, "Look, we're going to expense your stay, but we'd like you to stay at Hilton.
Yeah.
Don't stay at Marriott."
Don't you think, though, that the reason this was a big deal for people, that people grabbed onto this and thought it was a worthy news story, is because Cracker Barrel has a little bit different different reputation than
like it's not
maybe.
as not a great, not the best food in the world.
Yeah,
or whatever.
Yeah,
well,
and maybe not a place that you'd take a client,
Yeah,
or
sure.
not. Although if they're a client of Cracker Barrel, you'd think you'd want to take them to Cracker Barrel.
Interesting. Yeah, probably so. A little jib of the company's making you go to a place you would never go.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'd say if you take your money from them, if you work for them, you shouldn't be embarrassed to go eat there.
Absolutely.
And if you're embarrassed to go eat there, go work for somebody else.
Mm-hmm. You think of yourself as a high-strung person? Someone who's maybe prone to angry outbursts?
Yes.
Or
you probably have to ask other people. You may know someone who could answer that for me.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. As those of us who feel this way, we say we're intense.
Yeah.
We're motivated. All that. What was the word you used? Do I feel that I am a volatile person?
No, I think I said. Now I don't even remember what I was going to say. No, I don't even remember what I called you. It's not that I called you that. I asked if you were high strung. Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you respond?
I've had
do
people...
you respond well to high stress things? Somebody sends you an email that really gets you going. You have the power to just sort of let that roll off your back, or you think, yeah.
I don't. But I see those as two different things.
Okay, tell me.
I think if you have a high stress thing, for me, this is just me. It can really focus you on a response. If somebody has something that they're putting out there, you go this, and then this, and A, B, C, and you really want to go down this road here. Let's go down this road. It means this and this and this, and so that is not letting it roll off your back, but it sort of you just focus to solve the problem. But I'm not. But
you get really upset with the person that the email came from.
I don't think upset with them, maybe frustrated, and not just picking words that are different.
Yeah.
Frustrated at people's reasoning. If people don't have good reasons or they are not reasoning properly.
Yeah.
If they go down a whole road and you can destroy it in one question.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, now let's get back to what we're really talking about.
What if you get cut off in traffic?
That doesn't bother me.
It doesn't bother you?
No.
Really?
No.
Okay.
We talked about traffic before. I just don't care about that. I don't care. I don't care. If somebody cuts me off now, if they're like trying to run me off the road.
Yeah.
But if someone just, if when you're supposed to merge, it's like, no, you go, then you go, then you go, and then you go.
Yeah.
And somebody goes, I'm gonna scoot up in front of you. I go, okay, go. I don't care.
Well, then never mind. This might not even be for you. I was going to tell you that scientists have discovered that people with below average cardiorespiratory fitness face a much higher risk of hitting high anxiety levels when they are confronted with a stressful situation, like a stressful work situation, or a stressful traffic situation, or a stressful family situation. Any number of things that might produce a high anxiety response in people.
Interesting.
So the tie-in there is if you are more physically fit, that can help reduce those anxiety levels and help you respond in a more healthy way to those everyday sort of stressors. Yeah. It's one kind of feeds the other. High anxiety reduces physical activity, and then that lowers your fitness and increases anxiety vulnerability. It's sort of in a self-perpetuating sort of cycle. So if you're getting regular aerobic exercise, that's kind of like a non-drug solution for managing anxiety and anger. So physically fit people show better emotional control and faster recovery from stressful events.
Well, just because I don't care about being cut off in traffic does not mean I'm physically fit. But I mean, it's just I wasn't
going to say anything.
I don't care. Thank you. I just don't care about. I give my energy to things that I think matter, and I don't care about people passing me on the freeway. I don't care about people cutting me off. I don't care. Yeah. It doesn't bother me.
Well, it's not the true. That's not true for a lot of people.
No.
Sometimes they can go through one thing and then they go through, like maybe you've got that guy cut you off in traffic, and then you face that email, and then you get home and something's wrong at home, and you might have handled all of those other things during the day, but it's building up and building up and building up until until it just blows
Explode.
up. And not only is that, that's not good for the people around you either, but it's really not good for you either. I said the tie between cardiorespiratory fitness and the risk of hitting high anxiety, they have 775% higher risk of hitting high anxiety levels when they're confronted with a stressful situation.
Wow.
Those are the people who don't have good, below average cardiorespiratory fitness.
I think I have below respiratory fitness, below average, probably.
You think so?
Yeah, pretty sure.
You know what a parking chair is?
A parking chair.
Mm-hmm.
A parking chair.
It's taken you this long to answer. Consider yourself very lucky.
Parking chair.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. No, I don't know.
If you were in one of our beloved places right now, one of our beloved cities in Pittsburgh, you would see parking chairs all over the streets. Particularly, they just had massive snowfall in Pittsburgh just about a week or so ago, and there's a long-standing tradition in Pittsburgh among in areas where they have the row houses. So you don't have a garage, you don't have a driveway. So this is where street parking prevails. Yes. So if you have taken the time to dig your car out. And you pull your car out onto the street, and you leave you've got your parking place there that in some cases might have taken you several hours to dig out. You put a chair there and you save it for when you come home or when your loved one comes home. Car's covered with snow.
Parked in front of your house.
Uh-huh.
And you dig it out, get it ready to go.
Dig it out.
And its place there is a snow-free area.
Yeah.
And you put a chair there?
You put a chair, any kind of chair, plastic chair.
Like a pylon. Be like a pylon saying, this is nobody get my chair.
Something like
nobody
that.
Nobody get my seat.
Nobody take my space. Yeah.
Wow.
And
interesting.
For years and years, this has been respected by people in Pittsburgh. Corey O'Connor, who's Pittsburgh's mayor, he said there are a lot of chairs popping up on your street, so please respect the chair law or whatever you want to call it in the neighborhoods. That's what he told. That's what he told reporters last week. Apparently, similarly, you can do this in Chicago. In Chicago, it's called dibs. Boston.
See, dibs. This is what I was talking about, dibs on your chair. We were growing up, kids. Yeah. Nobody get my chair. Nobody get my seat.
You can claim dibs on a parking spot, on a street parking spot. However, in Baltimore, they say don't do it. Baltimore Mayor Brandon Scott said, if I see your chair, it's coming with me and going into the trash.
Wow.
So not everybody loves the parking chair, but in Pittsburgh, it is lore, like the pierogi. It's kind of a kitschy emblem of Pittsburgh. You might have T-shirts that say respect the parking chair, tiny chairs hanging from Christmas trees next to Heinz pickles, and people even talk about their parking chair tattoos. The one that I saw, and we talked to our friends in Pittsburgh about this, and they sent a picture of one of their favorites, and I think this actually came from Chicago. It is a big Jesus, a big statue of Jesus in the parking place in front of this home, reminding you, this is my space. Please don't move my Jesus.
Don't move Jesus.
So parking chairs, something I'm very happy to learn about. I'm happy to learn about a civic tradition, a sacred civic tradition in another part of the country, something that we don't have to rely on here.
It's like calling shotgun. Right?
It is. That's universal.
That is the Wilder Show podcast. Instagram, you find us there, Wilder Show Pod, and you'll like it and all that. If you want to send us email, just email to podcast@wildershow.com. Wilder Show podcast drops Tuesdays, Fridays, 6 a.m. Central Time or before. And apologies because I didn't get it out on time last time. But that's rare.
You're really good about that.
Spotify, Apple Podcast, iHeart, Amazon, YouTube, wherever you Get your podcasts also on the TikTok now and again. And just reach down and hit that thumbs up and just give us a little shout out. Tell us where you're listening from or how you found us or something. And just because you did the liking one time doesn't mean it sticks forever. Just do it every time.
Oh, that's a good reminder.
It really does help. I'm not kidding. It makes a difference. Getting a lot more traction. I'm seeing where people are doing that. So thanks for doing that. Like, rate, follow, subscribe, share, comment, tell a friend about the Wilder Show podcast. You know what I'm going to do right now?
What are you going to do?
I'm going to go and get some Minute Maid frozen concentrate. Okay?
Pick me up a couple of cans.
Thanks, Lauren. Thank you. And we'll see you next time. Da 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 da